it's Julia. Do you ever wish you just hadn't started something? That is kind of how I'm feeling right now with this whole Clean My Sewing Room series that I'm doing, but I'm sticking with it. I feel like as I clean up one area, another area gets even more messy because I'm still, fitting the pieces together, but I know at the end, all the pieces will fit together and I'm going to be really happy that I'm doing this. Anyway, today I'm tackling my fabric. And I mentioned in the very first video that I did in this series, the tour of my sewing room, craft room, I mentioned about I don't have probably nearly the fabric as a quilter or somebody who constructs garments, because that's not the kind of sewing I do. I do a lot of embellishment with appliques and little pieces of stuff. So my fabric is going to probably be different than your fabric, but I hope that you can join me in cleaning that area of your sewing room or craft room. Yeah, let's get started. I'm going to show you a little bit of an overview of what I'm working with, and then I'm going to get going and I'm going to clean my fabric. Most of my fabrics are in these cloth little baskets in this cubicle. And I have them sorted by color. I'm just going to walk over and show you an example. This is, for one thing, I have to label all these because I'm constantly trying to figure out what I've got and what. But this one is all of my yellows and pinks and reds. And I do bundle them together, a rubber band. And that seems to work really quite well for me. Some of these though are in the wrong bin and there's too much in some bins. So I may be taking some fabrics out that I'm not using, store elsewhere. I'm not certain yet. I'm going to just go through and see what I have. Some of these also are themed items or themed fabrics. For instance, like this whole basket is themed. This piece is out of its package, but most of these I packaged up. Like this is all my coffee themed fabric. I have my animal print themed fabric, and so you get the idea. I've got that type of a thing going on in these too. And again, nothing is labeled, and so I waste time just sorting through trying to figure out which basket to pull out. So that is my fabric on this side of the room. And I'm going to show you one more area here where I do keep some fabrics. I am over underneath my cutting table, and this is where I have my itty bitty scraps. And I have two different sets of drawers here. Every time I am cutting my little applique designs, if I have a little scrap, I'll throw it in one of these drawers. And I have them sorted by color. I have my pinks and my yellows and my reds. I have my blues and my greens. And then over here in the middle drawer, I have my blacks and my cream colors, brown colors. My intention is I would like to get all of these in this unit. So I have those three drawers filled with my scraps. I do use those scraps also to make fabric collages, and I'll link a video on that, but I'll show you some examples. I laid a couple out. I do make just fabrics from all my scraps, and they have a lot of interest in them. They have a lot of texture, a lot of detail, and then I'll go ahead and I'll cut pieces of this for different projects. And so that is another thing that I use my little itty bitties for. These drawers are getting so full that I really need to create some new fabric, so that's going to be something I'll be doing in the next couple weeks or so. Another thing I keep in this set of three drawers is the very top drawer. I have some Ziploc bags filled with themed fabric that I have on my Etsy store right now and I sell quite a bit of, and so I want them handy. And I also have another baggie of just words on my muslin, and I print words and different sayings on muslin, and I have a video on that, and I'll link that down below also. I run it right through my printer. Those go on a lot of my designs, and so that I just want handy, and I keep it right in this drawer. The bottom drawer is, again, the things that I use for some of my designs that I currently am working on, and these are all my sweatshirt bands and cuffs and that type of thing. And back in the corner I have a big basket, and that is for my muslin and my quilt batting and my fiber fill and things that I use constantly, but I don't really want to look at it, but I need it easy and accessible. But it needs to be gone through. It needs some of pieces that don't need to be in there. I also just need to dust. So I'm going to be pulling all this stuff out and cleaning. So I'm going to be doing that, and I'll be back. Thanks so much. Slowly but surely I'm making some progress, and that took a little bit longer than I thought it was going to, but I went through all my fabrics just to make sure they were in the right, by color, in the right little container. I did my labeling. So I do have, I'm going to just walk in here a little bit. I do have them labeled now, like all my greens are in here, my blues down here, and I have, let's see, there's 5 of those. And then my themed fabrics fit in 4 of the little bins. And I wanted just to show you, and just talk a little bit about this particular one. This is my backgrounds and my words. So when I shop fabric, or when I happen to just come across fabrics with sayings on them, I pick them up. This one has like a script on it. This one has like postcards. They make, like I said, they make nice backgrounds. So that is what this one is. I do have postage stamp fabric. I have fabric that have like measuring tape look to them. I also got finished with the fabrics underneath my cutting table, and I'll show you that next. I have my 3 drawers now on this side, and I covered the front of them, or I just slipped cardstock, 12 by 12 cardstock in the back of those drawers, and it looks so much neater. These are all my little itty bitty scraps, and I do have them sorted by my pinks, orange, yellows, reds, blacks, whites, browns, and grays, and my blues, greens, and purples down below. And cleaned out that corner with where my bolts of muslin and my quilt batting and my fiber fill. Can I tell you how much dust was back there? Like, I really need to do this more than once every 2 years, which I shouldn't even admit, but I think it's been that long since I've actually been back there. And then this little 2-drawer container is where I have my current designs that I have on my Etsy store, my words and phrases, and my sweatshirt bands. So I just did a little bit of flipping here. I got my labels made and got the cardstock on the back of those. That really kind of dresses those up a little bit. So that is it for this part of this Clean My Sewing Room series. My next part, I believe, is my sewing area and my cutting station, and I'll be back with that one. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you're motivated. Let's get going and get these sewing rooms clean. Bye for now.